Might have been that we should get rid of Sheltered, but Sheltered does have the bonus of Ward 2. That's brutal. But we can just Sheltered, grab some flying, and hope that they don't have instant speed removal for our flying enchantment. Even if they do, we got Rescue to grab our other flying enchantment. Oh, what a complicated matchup, but we got there. Should have known it was enigmatic, but we sideboarded correctly for it anyway, on accident. Hello everyone, today we're going to be playing some Azorius Auras in Pioneer. I think this is the list that I will settle on if we ever get to have a paper tournament for Pioneer, where I can take this and try it out. The changes here is that we've added 2 main deck Spell Pierces and gotten rid of 2 Combat Researches. Now, I really love Combat Research. It gives us some ward, it gives us some more card draw, but I think that Spell Pierce is just more useful. Any combo decks we're going up against, enchantment decks, there's a lot of different things that Spell Pierce can answer, as well as being extra protection for our creatures. So now we have 12 targets for our auras, we have 10 ways to protect it, and then just all the best auras that we can play. As far as the sideboard, running 4 of Slip Out the Back, need that for control, need that for board wipes. 3 of Rest in Peace, because we're always going to run into random graveyard decks. 3 of Portable Hole to deal with aggro and to deal with Cauldron combo. A couple more Spell Pierces to bring in against normal combos. We're bringing in the Get Lost into the sideboard to deal with strict Proctor decks. Right now, all of our removal is enters the battlefield removal. Having to pay 2 extra for it is terrible because we usually only have 3 lands. So a couple of Get Lost to deal with Proctors I think is a good answer. Also, March of Otherworldly Light might be a good answer. It's 1 mana. We can exile a card from our hand that we don't need to cast it, do the same thing. So we'll see how Get Lost feels if we go up against that matchup at all, and see if maybe March can have some more utility beyond just dealing with strict Proctor. So let's see how it goes. All right, pretty bad hand. Hopefully we are not up against Thoughtseize. Okay. I think that we're going to slow play. We don't want to give them a 1 mana removal for nothing. Just hold on to our SRAM. We've got Rescue in hand. Oh, even better. Light Pause, Rescue in hand. They could Spell Pierce us. That would be pretty devastating if they had removal plus Pierce, but we got to try this. Yeah, before they get a chance to loot, let's try. Nice. We had the nuts next turn. As long as that survived, that was great. So against Phoenix, obviously Rest in Peace is very good. They're just going to have so much removal. I think the Spell Pierces are still very good. We don't really care about an extra creature. Don't really care about tapping one of their creatures, I don't think. Glitters is slow. We want all our flying, we want all our protection. I mean, I hate cutting a lot of 1 mana auras. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 targets for auras. I think that's fine. Try it like that. This is rough. We need to find a creature. I'm going to slow play a little bit. Talent's fine. So what do we think? While they're tapped out, we can peace. See if they boarded for that. I'd assume they would. They have to know, since we're in white, we're definitely playing some Rest in Peace. Okay, we found our creature. We don't have a lot to do, and they could have just a ton of removal. So let's just run out of Skrelv. Can hold up rescue, maybe get 2 removal pieces out of their hands. All right, let's try and protect the Skrelv. Then we can get down a Stram, draw a card, hold up Spell Pierce. They're getting to enough mana where it doesn't matter. Yeah, Kruj is gone. Fantastic. And we're just exiling all of their cards. They can find the Crackling Drake, at which point we just need to find a Sheltered by Ghosts or something like that. Oh, and they play out an Aurora. Oh, even better. Let's go ahead and play Light Paws. We'll chuck a Stride on it. Take action. I think if we get the Research, the Ward plus the Skrelv plus Spell Pierce could be enough to protect our paws here. No attacks, and end turn. Just need to find more auras now, and hope that they don't have the Drake. Please try and kill it. Fiery Impulse. Okay. In response, let's try and give this protection. Give it pro red. They could have a blue bounce spell. They're looting away, but it doesn't help them at all. Ward 1, triggers. Do you have your own Spell Pierce? Nice, we got him. This is why you have to play Azorius auras. They did not have their own Spell Pierce, which they definitely should have against auras. They can stop every card in our deck, basically. All right, that's a lot of creatures, but we do have Virtuoso to help us get rid of some. Yorion is always going to be tough. Just run out of Virtuoso. I think the goal against a Yorion deck is to try to win as quick as possible. Nice, okay. So another option, we could have done one of the Strams since we have a backup. That might have been the better play. Ooh, rough, all right. Thankfully, we did at least get a Spell Pierce, but we need a third land very badly. No land, all right. Let's send out a Naked Stram. All right, this is going to be very tough. Sentinel's Eyes. Hold up Spell Pierce if we can for what we presume is going to be a Wandering Emperor. And go to combat. Cool, okay. We'll pay 2 life. We'll hold up both pieces of interaction here. Nope. No more card draw. This is where the main deck Spell Pierces start coming in clutch. Temporary Lockdown is a card. Could not have Spell Pierced it anyway. Okay. Well, we got to try to run them out of cards. This could just be our death sentence. Control is always a tough matchup. Yep, Verdict, nothing we can do about that anyway. No creatures. Give it a couple more draws. After that, they're pretty much just in the driver's seat. They got Deluge backup. 2 cards in hand. Yorion to buy if they want. And once they bounce the lockdown, all our cards are gone again. Yeah, I think at this point we can scoop. So in a control matchup, bring in all the slips. We don't need any of the shelters. Do we want any more pierces? They have a lot of card draw, so I think the pierces are good. We're not worried about an extra creature. Oh, that's unfortunate. Got our slip, got our light pause, but only 1 land. All right, we'll keep this one. Glitters is still slow. Just hope our SRAM survives or we draw another creature. The 2 complete opposite sides of Azorius. Complete control and complete creatures. I mean, I feel like we have to run it out. All their board wipes cost more. They could have 2 mana removal. Oh, and we just find pause. That's a little rough. Okay. We're going in on the SRAM. Another land is fantastic. Let's play out a blue land. Draw another card. We'll get in there. We don't have good backup auras to go for lethal, but we do have slip out the back. So good against lockdown. And we hit a coast. That's brutal. All right, run out the coast. Run out Skrelv. Wish that we had combat research right now. That was a good counter for them. Verdict, okay. We draw a backup Spell Pierce, that's fantastic. And turn. They hit 5 lands. That could be trouble. So move to combat. Just make a token, or are you going to actually cast something? Okay, let us hit for 2. Get out of Skrelv if we can. March, and they save 2. Yep, that's brutal. I mean, we need a creature, I guess. 1 card to 1 card. But we are just pretty much done for here. They had just the exact answers they needed. Change, verdict, march, change, and a lockdown. Now they get to find every card they need. If we had had another Pierce, that would have been great. And we find a Skrelv. GG. Definitely one of our toughest matchups, and they drew very well. Very, very well. All right, as long as we can hit some auras, we're looking fine. Double Skrelv, and then our best creatures. Okay. Give me an aura, please. This is a matchup that can be tough. But thankfully with Light Paws we can get flying, get past their infinite blockers. Yep, Cauldron Familiar. We really just need any aura though. Yeah, so infinite blockers. Thankfully we do have our Light Paws. We do find a way to give it flying. We're gonna go ahead and use the loot on the Virtuoso, try and dig a little deeper. Do I want the counter? We will not take the counter on this one, but we will take some flying so we can start getting in some damage. Griff's Boon. If we draw any aura, we're looking really good. Yep, all good. Got removal for the Skrelv. Have to choose Griff's Boon because we can cast it from our graveyard. Gains haste, okay. Yep, no problem. No problem. Oh, that is brutal. All right. Let's go to combat. See if we can get them to block with this Harvester. Please, commit to it, dude. Just commit. So now they can't use the Harvester to kill our Light Paws. Get another Skrelv. We're looking good. We literally just need any aura. Please. Please, game. To be fair, we started the game with 0 auras in hand, I think. So we did this to ourselves. All right, so now they're going for the combo. Still only have one familiar. Don't have Igra in their graveyard. Okay. So when they upgrade again, they can bring back a Mayhem Devil, which will be rough for us. That is exactly what we needed here. Can we get to lethal? No, I don't think we can get to lethal. Anyway, we will take their talent so that they can't use it. And grab the glitters. Attack with everything because we have no reason not to. And we just need our Light Paws to survive one more turn. They can eat a food to gain a little life, but we can use Skrelv to get Virtuoso unblockable. We'll see how it plays out, see what they find. Three cards in hand. We got Ward 2 on our best creature. We got Protection for our second best creature. Okay. So in response to them doing Mayhem Devil, yeah, so we'll just give... Actually, we won't lose the life. We'll pay, give Protection. So now they'd have to sacrifice Mayhem Devil if they want to target Virtuoso. Oh, I timed it wrong. Yeah. I got to keep remembering, when Mayhem Devil's on the stack, do the Protection. I keep forgetting that, unfortunately. Any aura and we still win. No aura. Gain a bunch of life. Has ward 2, so they can't kill it. SRAM doesn't give us any benefit. And they're just gonna wipe it out. I guess we just end the turn and see if they can combo out. If they drew Fatal Push, that'd be so brutal. Did they draw it? They drew it! Oh no! Oh, that is wild, dude. We were looking so good. We just needed 1 aura for 3 turns. Yeah, I mean, we could play this out. There's a world where we, get a SRAM down, figure out a way to stop this, but I think they got us pretty locked out. But thankfully, we have a bunch of Rest in Peace. Honestly, Spell Pierce stops the oven, stops talent, portable, like all of our cards, all of our sideboard is really good against them. I have Thoughtseize, which is up. Okay. Let's go ahead and Rest in Peace. Don't want to play out a Naked Light Pause. Now there's a Harvester, which we can just eat. Gonna hold on to Light Pause one more turn. Okay, sounds good. If we can get them to tap out, and if we can find Sheltered or Glitters, then we're golden. No Sheltered, no Glitters. They have how much damage they can do. I mean, at some point I have to play creatures. Did we keep Combat Research in the deck? We're drawing a lot of lands, which is unfortunate. No Combat Research, but we can make it a 6/6 and an extra body. Yeah, they got the push. Yeah, drawing that many lands was pretty rough. We've got them locked out of the combo, but... Oh, and there's a Spell Pierce. We just weren't patient enough. I attack, because why not? That sounds good. I don't want them to draw any cards. Could have saved that for protection, probably should have, but if they're digging, that's a good sign for us. They're just stuck on 3 lands though, which means they have a lot of gas. A lot of removal, most likely, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway if we held up Spell Pierce because they're at 3 mana. Yeah, so they can just use a blood token, kill a Virtuoso. Yeah, we had 2 good answers, but we didn't have any protection, unfortunately. And they're still not hitting lands, they're just hitting straight gas, so we're probably just done here. There's another pause. Let's see. Let's see your next piece of removal. I don't know how it couldn't be removal. Yeah, now they get to sacrifice the familiar, kill the pause, and lock us out. GG. Rough draws. All right, tough matchup again. But we have our best start. Just really need to draw some auras, please. All right, we're gonna go Virtuoso route. See if we can spike the turn 3. Also lets us dig for a Spell Pierce or something. Yorion Golgari. Interesting, okay. One mana of any color. White, green, and red. I'm a little scared to run out the light. Pause. Let's see what we find. Okay, that's 1. Come on, please, give me something. 2. We don't get the counter. Is it still lethal? Do we find a spell? We find a spell, and it's lethal, baby. Paid off for going for the turn 3. That was some very, very lucky drawing. Still don't really know what they're doing, but I think Spell Pierce is going to be huge. And whatever we're up against here. Might have been that we should get rid of Sheltered, but Sheltered does have the bonus of Ward 2, which is not too shabby. Okay, same start for our opponent. Still don't know what they're doing. We find triple Virtuoso. All right. Now they know what Virtuoso can do on turn 3. Yep, that's a nice card. Run out another Virtuoso. Do we go ahead and loot? I think we do. Yep. We had no protection anyway. We need to try to find some. We got 2 blue sources already. We can chuck a fountain. Hope that we find some protection. Fable, okay. It's gonna be... It's not creativity, is it? Maybe? Pay 2 life. Sheltered by Ghosts. Oh, we'll discard another land. I think the looting is more important, but the token we get rid of forever. If we're lucky, we can spike a win if they don't have an answer. Incarnation, okay. So what can they grab off of their Fable? I should have realized it was Incarnation. We brought in all the Spell Pierces, which is what we would use for Incarnation anyway. So they can take our Sheltered by Ghosts with a Skyclave Apparition, I imagine. Oh, that does it too. All right, let's get the advantage of SRAM. Draw an extra card. Oh, do we hold up Rescue? Because what can they sack? Sap Fable Mirror Breaker for 4 that I don't think can do anything to kill us. Let's get in there. We got 2 great auras in hand now. Could sack the Incarnation to itself for a 5-drop. Okay, Portable Hole's fine. I could have had Rescue up. No blocks. Let's draw more cards. What 4 mana thing can they get? Beza. That's a good one. Just gain some life though. Oh yeah, here we go. We find a pause. That's good. A little late, but good. No tax. End turn. Okay. Yep, no blocks. That's fine. Light pause, you are up. SRAM, you are growing. Take action. Want combat research? We can grab flying later. Let's get some ward on there for now. Get in for 6, gain 6. All they have is a Yorion. They can do these portable hole bounces, and then we can rescue in response. And then if that's all they have, we win. Oh, maybe we don't win yet because I think I took out our tapping card. And what do they target? Oh, they could just target the Sheltered by Ghosts. And then they could get something big off of... Oh. Non-land permanents you own. Why didn't you exile the portable holes, dude? Take our Sheltered. Come on, dude. Oh, they can still take our Sheltered. Okay, okay. I forgot about that. They gain more life. That's good. That's annoying. Incarnation. They're going to grab something crazy. Oh, they can't grab something crazy. Okay. All right, what do we got to do here? I think we took out our tapping. Take action. Yeah, we took out our tapping. That's brutal. But we can just Sheltered. We hit another land for some protection. Grab some flying and hope that they don't have instant speed removal for our flying enchantment. Even if they do, we got rescue to grab our other flying enchantment. Oh, what a complicated matchup, but we got there. Should have known it was enigmatic, but we sideboarded correctly for it anyway, on accident. So today we did some Azorius auras in Pioneer. Ended up going 2-2. We had 2 pretty tough matchups. Blue-white control, Azorius control is always going to be a tough matchup, but due to our sideboard, I think that we really do stand a chance. We got some good wins against them earlier this week, but didn't find the cards we needed, and they had every answer in this matchup. And then playing against the Sacrifice deck, Cauldron combo, that is a tough matchup as well. We do have a lot of answers for that too, But once they get their engine going, we can't keep a creature on the battlefield to put our auras on, and so it's pretty easy for them to wipe us out if they get set up. So have to have some pretty good draws, but we have the cards in the deck to beat those. And then other than that, stronger than Enigmatic Incarnation, which actually at the RC that I went to, I was playing humans and got destroyed by Incarnation. So glad to see that this deck has a good chance against it. And then Phoenix, I think we always have a really good chance against them. As long as they don't find all the removal pieces for our creatures early, we can get them warded up, we can get them gigantic, and none of their spells will do anything at that point. So, thanks for watching.